All right. Hello, everybody. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day. In my absence, I am going to give you guys a little bit of instruction of what you're doing today so that there is no confusion. So we are inside of Unit 3 per usual, and today is Thursday, January 28th. I have put this PowerPoint inside of the folder for you so that way you can reference it. And so today, the lesson is called Word on the Street. What you're going to do is download the handout inside of this folder, and you're going to make sure that you follow along with me as we go through a little bit of the things on this PowerPoint. The expectation today is that you complete all the assignments by Friday, that you use your time wisely and read all the directions. When you are done going through this PowerPoint, you are going to upload your handout inside of Schoology. Make sure that you upload, again, I repeat, upload your handout inside of Schoology. So after you go through reading all of the information and doing all of the assignments inside of this PowerPoint, what I want you to do is to upload this handout into Schoology. What you're going to do, upload this handout into Schoology. All right, final project introduction. Okay, so final project introduction. You guys will have a project to conclude this unit. And so you have spent the last 4 weeks deepening your knowledge of Malcolm X and building historical context for the struggle for equality in America. Throughout this unit, you have learned of the civil rights movement through the eyes of Malcolm X and to a lesser extent, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Yet there were some other impactful leaders, civil rights leaders of this time who deserve recognition, some of whom were not born during Malcolm X's lifetime. Each of them fought for a civil right in their own way, the right for freedom and equality. So the expectation is that you get started today and that you use the exemplar for help on the next slide. I would suggest that you start it today because it is due by Friday, the 29th. Also, you are going to convert your project into a PDF slide. So the same way that this is a PowerPoint, I did this entire PowerPoint in PowerPoint, I ended up saving it as a PDF. So all you have to do is, when it's time to save your PowerPoint, you click on File, Save As, and then you click on PDF. If you're using Google Docs, you will do the same thing. You will click on File, Download, PDF. Again, you will be saving your project as a PDF file. Here is an example of how your project should look. As you can see, you can tell Ms. Nelson took her time. You can tell I actually put effort into it. When I'm looking at your project, I should see that you actually cared about what you showed. I should care that you really wanted to put time and effort into your project. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine as far as colors. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine as far as the format, as far as where I put my paragraph, where I put my pictures, but everything that is inside of my PowerPoint, you for the most part should have. And we're going to talk a little bit about what your project should have. So let's get started. Download the Unit 3 project handout and choose a civil rights leader to research. Read the instructions, open up in Google Slides or PowerPoint, begin your project, and then make sure that you follow the instructions exactly as it says and then save as a PDF. So let's, at this time, go to the instructions so there is no confusion. So we already talked about all of this. You are going to select one of the following notable figures to research. And here are the list of the people, and here's what they did for, on the right is what they did for our country. You can pick anyone that you like. We already know it's going to look like a PDF slide. Your presentation must include a civil rights leader, their birth date and place, the date of their death and place. If they are still alive, you are not going to put their death. 2 or 3 pictures of your civil rights leader, preferably in color. If you cannot find one in color, then you can use black and white, but most likely you can find a picture of them in color. All you have to do is Google. At this time. So what I did was I look up MLK in color and pictures will show up. If you look up Cesar Chavez, pictures will show up of him in color. So all you have to do is look for them in color. And a whole bunch of pictures will show up. Now, back to what we're doing. You need to have a paragraph, I'll go back. You need to have a quote, a minimum of 3, a maximum of 5 quotes from your civil rights leader. You need to pick 2 of the following to incorporate inside of your PowerPoint: famous speeches, awards, and accomplishments. So pick 2 of these and put them inside of your PowerPoint. And then lastly, you need to have a paragraph explaining why your civil rights leader is or was important to the civil rights movement. It must be written in your own words and not copy and paste it from the internet. Be sure to clearly state your controlling idea, organize and develop your explanation carefully, and choose your words carefully. So your controlling idea is why this person was important. So you need to clearly state and explain why this person is important. Let's look at the scoring rubric. Presentation is neat, colorful, and presentable. That's 15 points. So you are getting 15 points just based off of the fact that it looks nice. So I have seen people who have in the past turned in work that probably was missing some things that it needed to have, but because they had a neat and presentable project, they were able to get some points rather than none, okay? You need to have the name of your civil rights leader, their birthday and place, that's 10 points. The pictures, the quotes, and their famous speeches, awards, and accomplishments is 25 points. And as you can see down here, the bulk of this assignment, 50 points, goes to your paragraph. So that means you need to make sure that you have correct capitalization, punctuation, grammar, and sentence structures. So if you are not doing that correct, then you are going to lose points. Make sure that you choose your words carefully and organize and develop your explanation carefully. You need to really be able to explain why I believe you when you say this civil rights person was successful and why they were important to the civil rights movement. So going back to Thursday, January 28th, back to our PowerPoint and back to my PowerPoint that I did, or my work that I did. This is an example of what it needs to look like. If you look on your list, I have everything that I'm asking you to do. And this took me all of maybe 10 minutes to find all of this stuff. And then all you have to do now is to draft your paragraph. Now, also, don't forget to go through this entire PowerPoint. I did not read every slide for you. You are going to read them on your own. On this slide, there is a video that you will watch, and all you have to do is click the link and the video will show up. It's also telling you exactly where you need to be watching it, so you are going to start here and you will stop here. You also have questions on your handout that you're going to answer for the video. So make sure that you are reading in this PowerPoint in its entirety, and you are completing the assignments in their entirety at the end of the day that you uploaded. And I wish you all a very, very, very merry Thursday, and I will see you all again on Tuesday. So make sure that you are doing your best and don't worry about the rest.